I don't know what to say or what to do. I don't know what to say or what to do. Why am I so awkward in front of a camera? Let's do this. Today I am going to be doing my January TBR, and I have my cats with me for moral support. So today I'm going to be going through all of the books that I want to read in January. So I have 5 books that I want to hopefully read. So the first book that I want to get round to reading is a book that I've wanted to read for a while, and this will be my first book by this author. And I've heard loads of really good things about her writing. So that book is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know if this is my kind of book, but because I've heard so many good things, and it just seems to be one of those sort of like staple books that you have to read. I suppose everyone really knows Rainbow Rowell. So yeah, I'm really excited about reading this. So I don't know too much. I know it's about a girl called Eleanor and a guy called Park, and I know it's a love story. It's like a first love story, and it's set in the 80s, I believe. But that's all I really know about this book, and it's quite a short book, and I am actually really excited to read this and sort of tick this off my bucket list of reading, I suppose. And yeah, this will be the first book that I pick up in January. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Are we gonna sneeze again? No. So the second book I want to... No, I am going to sneeze again. No, I'm not going to... Am I? No, I'm not. Right, okay. The second book that I want to read in January is another short book, and this is one that I picked up recently in Waterstones, and this is The Colour of the Cern by David Almond. I hate that this sticker is here. I haven't peeled it off yet because I'm going to dig out the Mr. Sheen so it doesn't leave any marks. I really hate stickers on the front of books. I initially picked this up because of, well, I mean, I suppose I saw it like that and I just sort of liked the title. I sort of like abstract kind of titles like that. I picked it up and I really loved the cover. I seem to have a thing for like trees and like leaves and stuff on covers for some reason. I don't know why. And then I saw it was by David Almond, and I haven't read a book by David Almond since I was, I don't know, like really young. He wrote Skellig, which was a book that I read when I was maybe about like 9 or 10, but then we also read it in English at school when I was maybe like 11 or 12 or something. And I remember liking it. I don't remember too much, but I remember reading it and not hating it. So I did want to pick this up. I don't know if this is like a children's book or a YA, I'm not entirely sure. It's about a young boy called Davy who someone gets murdered or someone dies. Do you know what? I'm gonna read the synopsis again. Okay, I think I've got it. So someone gets killed and the lad in this book, Davy, thinks he knows who did it. That's pretty much all I know. So it's along the right lines. So I don't know too much about it. That's all I know. But yeah, I'm quite excited. And the main character was called Davy, and I love that name. That is like one of my favourite boys' names, even though my boyfriend said that if we ever have a little boy, I can't call our first child Davy, which really breaks my heart. But that kind of made me want to pick up this book, which is a really weird reason to want to read a book, but it made me want to read it. So again, this is quite a short book. I feel like it's the kind of book that I'll finish in a day. And I mean, it's been shortlisted for a book award, which means it must be good. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to reading this book. So the next book I don't actually have a copy of. It is currently on pre-order on Waterstones, but I do have its prequel. So the prequel is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I absolutely adored this book. I only read it, I think November. Yeah, I think it was November that I read this, and I absolutely loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. And the cover, again, is beautiful, which is why I picked up this book. I picked it up because of this stunning cover. Look at it. It's gorgeous. A few of the booktubers that I watched said that they thought this cover was really boring, and I'm like, no, it's stunning, shut up. I read this and it's got the sprayed edges, it's just beautiful. I read this in pretty much like a day. I read like the biggest chunk of it in one day and I loved it, and then it was like finished and I was like, oh, well, that's that, I guess. And then I went and followed Melissa Albert, who is the author, on Instagram and Twitter and Goodreads, as you do when you really love a book, and found out that she was in fact writing a sequel, and it comes out on the 7th, or is it the 9th? It's the 7th or the 9th of January. So I immediately pre-ordered it on Amazon. And then I got a notification on Twitter that actually Waterstones is doing a version that matches this with sprayed edges as well. So I then cancelled my Amazon order, pre-ordered it on Waterstones, and yeah, I'm really, really excited for that to come out. It's called The Night Country, and this doesn't leave on a cliffhanger or anything, so it's sort of like a continuation. So you could read this one as a standalone if you wanted to, but I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed the writing. I really enjoyed how dark and whimsical it was. I just really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to reading something else by Melissa Albert, and it follows the same characters. And if you have read this book, you will know that there are a couple of characters that you don't want to let go of quite yet. And you'll know who I mean, but I'm not ready to let go of that character yet. So I'm looking forward to the next book. And then the next two books kind of go together. So I want to read a book that everyone has been going on about, and one of my friends, like her background photo is a character from this book, and she was like, I love this series, and everyone was going on about how good it is. And I actually encouraged my boyfriend to pick up this book because I thought he would like it rather than me. But then he didn't like it because he said there was too much romance, which then made me want to read it. So that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. The whole like assassin concept thing just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not, like, I like fantasy books, but I don't like adventure books, and to me, like, it kind of made me think that it was going to be a bit of an adventure book, which is why I recommended it for my boyfriend. But because this is so loved, I feel like maybe it's not, and that I need to like just give it a go. The US cover is so much nicer than this cover. I just don't like how white it is. But hey ho. So I don't know much about it, but I know it follows a girl called Selena, who is an assassin, and I think she has to do something for the king or something, like to escape or to not be a slave or something. Let me read the synopsis and see if I'm even like on the right pages.
Okay, yeah, so she's an assassin who got caught, and a captain offers her a deal, so if she does something she can have her freedom. Oh, and she must fight in a life or death tournament kind of thing. If she lives, she'll be free. If she loses and dies, then she's dead. Or if she, wait, what? Live or die, Selena will be free. Win or lose, she's about to discover her destiny, okay?
So if she wins, she's free. If she dies, then she's dead. So yeah, basically. And hopefully I will love the series, which brings me to the last and the fifth book on my January TBR, which is then Crown of Midnight. So if I love this book, then I will read Crown of Midnight, which I think is the second book. I think that's what it's called. The something of Midnight. I don't know, there's so many of them. I'm one of these people that I can read the first book in a series, and if I don't like it, I'm happy to put the series down and like never touch it again. That's fine by me. I don't mind that. But then if I read like the first and the second book, then I have to read the rest of the series. I can't just leave a series unfinished. So if I like this, I'll pick up the second one, and if I pick up the second one, that means I'm going to pick up the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth and the seventh, and then the eighth, which is like a prequel. But if I don't like this, then I will just put it down and we'll forget about Throne of Glass. But I have a feeling I'm gonna like it because everybody else does and everyone raves about it, so I have a feeling I'm gonna be reading all the other books too. So that is my January TBR, and yeah, so if you liked this video and if you want to see more like bookish content from me, then like this video so I know that you liked it, subscribe so that you can see more, and leave me a little comment and we can have a little chat. And all of my like social media and stuff is in the little descripty boxy thing, so I've got like my Instagram, my Twitter, my Goodreads, all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!